Hey lovey, so today we are doing a pick a card reading to see what your person is feeling about you. I have 3 decks for you to choose from here, 1, 2, and 3. So we're just gonna jump straight into it. This is pretty much a no frills, like what are they feeling about you? It's gonna be quick and dirty. So like I guess deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, and I will see you at your pile. Bye. Hey pile 1. So if you guys chose this Tarot of Sexual Magic deck, this is going to be your reading. My juicy pile, because you chose the juicy deck. So we're going to start off quick with some of these. I'm just going to get 2 just to see what's their overall energy towards you guys right now. So what is pile 1's person's overall energy towards pile 1 right now? And let's see. What is pile 1's overall energy towards pile 1's person's overall energies towards pile 1? Oh my gosh. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. And then we have one more. Oh, thank you. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. And then on the back of the deck, we have, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So I feel as though, first of all, these are not even. Okay. All right. So I feel as though right off the bat, your person's definitely feeling like a super strong soul connection with you, obviously with the soulmate. And then especially with this card, it's like they're kind of like rethinking their priorities in life, I would say. Kind of like the things they prioritize, the people they prioritize, and it's almost like they're, with this transformation energy coming through, it's like they're transforming a lot of things. Love conquers and transforms all things. It's almost like they're diving a little deeper into themselves to kind of figure out like maybe why they feel such a strong pull towards you. I feel like this is a pile that's been in like a separation for some time. And it's like, I saw like the friendship card and trust, so maybe it's like you used to be like friends with each other. There was some trust loss. It's like they're almost trying to figure out how they can like get it back or how they can fix things. And I think they're just examining the fact that they want that, you know, if that makes sense. I think this is something new for them. Let's see what else we have. And it's like they might be kind of going through this whole like process of kind of starting over and rebuilding their life from the ground up. But let's see, what is your person feeling about you, pile 1? We have serendipity. Yeah, there's like this otherworldly kind of a theme, deep knowing. It's like, especially if there's like this whole separation thing, it's like maybe they've tried to kind of pull away, but like they keep getting like pulled back to you kind of like against their will, or maybe they're seeing signs. There's definitely a super soulful connection here. Oh, and then we have yang energy, which is like masculine energy. So it's, if they are a masculine, that's good. That's a good sign because they're getting into their masculine energy. But if they're not, it could just be meaning that they're starting to take a more active role in like the unfolding of their life. Even these 2 cards being together makes me think like they've maybe like let other people kind of like have them float along. You know how that balloon is like picking her up off the ground, like they let other people call the shots, and now they're kind of getting into that more like assertive energy themselves and trying to call the shots in their own life. And then we have yin. Wow, okay, interesting. 1 and 2. I mean, that's pretty serendipitous in itself. Like we have soulmate and then we have the yang and the yin card coming out. This is why I like to pull on camera, even though sometimes like I get nervous, but it's like when that happens, it's like sometimes people probably think like, oh, they picked those cards, but it's like that's pretty cool to me. And then we have co-create on the bottom of the deck. So I feel as though you two could be very different, obviously, yang and yin. It's like you are like these perfect opposites, this perfect counterparts to each other. There's like a cheetah here and an owl. So it's maybe one of you is a more physical, like fast moving, dynamic kind of a person, and the other one is like more of like a quieter, wise, like working on like the inner world kind of a thing. One's more action, one's more knowledge based or like emotional based, with that yang and yin energy. But if you've been, I get the feeling that you have kind of been in your feminine energy or masculine, whatever one, but I feel like feminine energy. I feel like almost like this was them. I was getting that strong. So it's like if you've been trying to like just get into that more surrender state, it is almost like drawing them in and like kind of pulling them. So I'm noticing this like pulling, and I feel like they're naturally pulled towards you, but it's like they were trying to deny it. It's almost like they're ready to just kind of like go with the flow and let things happen. So let's see. Oh my God. How is pile one's person feeling about pile one? How is pile one's person feeling about pile one? But yeah, just to sum up, basically they feel very like, they feel very certain that you guys have this like real soul connection that is very rare. They've been seeing a lot of synchronicities. They just, I think, and the biggest synchronicity of all is just how well you two fit together. Maybe they're thinking back a lot on the past. They're realizing how much this has like changed them, how like maybe meeting you has changed them or losing you has changed them, or both. They're realizing what's important in their life. They're realizing that the two of you would probably make a great team together. And like they're trying to like think about how they can, because with the hands here and like the fire coming out, it's like, how can I like put this into action? It's like almost like they're wanting to do that. So let's see, what is pile one's person feeling for pile one? They could be having some sexual, just because you were drawn to the sexual tarot deck. But let's see. And like manifest physically, that makes me think that like they're thinking about the physicality of things. We have temperance, number 14. Yeah, it's like they're really sitting there thinking that just the way these two, it's like fire and water again, it's kind of like those opposite energies like blending together. It's like that same kind of a theme. It's almost like, and then coming underneath the serendipity card, I know like usually temperance, I believe, is like an angel. Mixing the two cups, it's almost like this relationship is like a blessing that was kind of like given to them, and it's like maybe they feel like they squandered it and they just want to like try to like bring it back together again. Maybe they're like hoping to get some sort of sign. Then we have the 7 of Wands. But the way I never like look at these as like traditional tarot, like a lot of the time I mostly, like, because the pictures are so interesting and like couple oriented, but the way he's like feeling on her, it's just making me like think about like touching somebody for the first time. Like, you know, even if you have been friends with somebody and then you start like hanging out, or like put their arm around you, or you put your arm around them, it's like kind of like a hesitant kind of a touch. Like that's what I'm getting. It's almost like like, you know, is this okay, like kind of thing. Like it's like they want to be respectful, even though they probably want to just like throw you on the bed or whatever, you know. And then we have the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords on the back. So again, like I was saying, I feel like there was some trust that was broken here. They're trying to figure out how they could put it back together. Maybe to do with sex. Like this is just coming through that there may be, I don't know, thinking that they want to be really like gentle with you and not aggressive. Like they want to, like that hesitant. I was getting like a hesitancy. Like it's almost like they're worried about, they're definitely worried about your reaction. They're definitely worrying a lot that you're maybe going to be defensive towards them. They could have caused you a lot of pain. Maybe like there's like a couple in the background here So maybe, let's cover up her boobies, but like, you know, maybe they kind of picked someone else over you, or just that could just be a metaphor for like they just didn't want to be tied down or whatever it is. And they know they've caused you a lot of pain. And it's almost like they want to like convey with their touch, like how much they care about you, I would say. There's something about touch here because I'm noticing his hands. This is just like two big hands. The way he has his hands on her hips, it's like something about the way like they want to convey it with touch. So, and then the numbers that we have here, 7 and 9, I really do think with this transformation, they've been going through this own like personal, and then the 1 is here. There's another 9 here. Temperance reduces to a 5. It's like a lot of odd numbers. Even though 18 technically is an even number, it reduces to a 9. But they've been making a lot of progress, like with their independence, like because we have the 1 going to the 2. That's like a clear like progression there. So I really do feel like they've been making a lot of progress in their personal like transformation here. As far as like any actions they're going to take, like we can get a card for that. I kind of want to see. We'll get to what are their next actions going to be, because it seems like they're in a yang energy. But let's see. We have the stars. Okay, I'm going to get one more. The 10 of Swords. It's like they want to heal whatever pain they've caused and almost like mark their territory. Hold on. And then we have the 3 of Cups. The star and then the sun on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's like they definitely, like a lot of times the 3 of Cups can be like a reconciliation. The way she's pouring this white liquid onto him is making me think like almost like they want you to like mark them as yours. Wait, they want you to, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they want you to be the one doing this. Like they're like, yes, just do whatever you want. Like, it's yours for the taking. It's like they want to give it all to you. We have the sun with this like beautiful like cornucopia being represented here. I feel as though like their next action towards you with the star and the 3 of Cups, I'm trying to really think about it as far as actions. The star, I mean, I think that could be like to wish upon a star. But the fact that we have the 9 of Swords here makes me think that it could be to like balance out their mental energies before they come forward. And then with the 3 of Cups, I do think they want to maybe start small. There's like a little egg here on the table tied up with a ribbon. It's like maybe they could bring you a little present, or they could just start off as friends, because the 3 of Cups a lot of times is about friends. I saw trust. I saw friendship. It's almost like it's like a distance here that needs to be like broached. So, and then I see community on the bottom. There's something about friendship. Maybe they're going to like kind of contact you through mutual friends or something like that. But I feel like there is a possibility for action, at least as far as their current energy is concerned. So, I mean, this looks very positive overall. It looks like even if like there is some more waiting to be had before they can kind of like balance out their mental energies, I see them shifting into like a more balanced mental state for sure. So I'm going to now get some messages for you guys. And let me just say, I had this, my regular message deck, and then I just combined it with this complimentary like deck that I made for my last like Zodiac series that I did. And I kind of want to see if they're more focused, because a lot of the messages are like, oh, I feel this, I feel that. But then for my other deck that I made, they're more about like, oh, you're this, you're that. So I want to see if they're more focused on them and their own emotions, if they're more focused on you, if, you know, it's kind of like an even blend. Let's see what comes out. Like, what would they want to say? Meaning you changed me in so many ways. Yeah, I was really getting that. I think I said that because I just feel like they've had this like total like transformation here that is just like maybe still in progress, but I feel like we're nearing the end because we have a 7 and a 9, a 1 to a 2. So there's like a lot of progress being made. It's almost like the end of a cycle is about to happen. Hang in there, pile 1. It says, I love that you can laugh at yourself. Oh, that's cute. So far, meeting you changed me in so many ways. I love that you can laugh at yourself. There's a lot of like you coming through. But let's see. Ooh, You're so ambitious. Yeah, they're definitely focused on you. With the stars, maybe they're like watching you somehow, watching your social media. Like, I mean, who isn't watching people's social media? But I mean, if you know that's a thing. You mean the world to me. My hair is everywhere. I'm really trying to rest and just get myself together. Okay, there's a little action. Yeah, it's like they're trying to balance out their mental state and just get themselves centered. I know I blamed you in the past, but I see now how strongly our energy is connected. You never asked for this. That's interesting with this soulmate energy coming through, because maybe you tried to tell them, you tried to say like, hey, I feel like, you know, like I'm noticing like we're like perfect for each other. Hello. And they're just like, what are you talking about? Like that whole Ten of Swords vibe where it was just like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm trying to do my own thing right now, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, look, I never met anyone who had the same heart as me. It blows my mind how caring and kind you are. I feel like you felt this like heart connection with this person, just like, hello, we're like the same. Like, you know, like we have a similar soul, like we have a similar vibe here. Like we're just two peas in a pod. Like, what don't you see? And oh, look, your eyes. So yeah, what don't you see? And it's like maybe your person kind of was like trying to, I don't know, almost deny the inevitable here and just deny like the truth that was like staring them in the face. So let's see what else. I have a huge fear of intimacy. I want to kiss you more than I've ever wanted anything. Somehow you always know exactly what to say. That's so funny because I shuffled a song for you and it was that song, All the Things She Said by, it's like Tattoo, T-A-T-U, those little pretend lesbians that like from like 2001, I think that song came out, or 2002. So it's like, again, if they're watching your social media, maybe like stuff you're posting, you're so sexy. Even just like stuff you've said to them in the past, like I was just saying, you tried to tell them like, hey, like, by the way, like, you're my soulmate, or hey, like, you know, whatever. And they were just kind of like blew you off. And it's like, I think they're thinking a lot back on like all the things you said. Look, I hear you so clearly. Sometimes it's like you're actually here. It's like they're ready to listen. They want it. It's almost like they wish they could go back and like do it over. But, you know, obviously they're going through this whole transformative process. Things happen the way they were supposed to. And this could be speaking, you could have some sort of telepathic connection. That could be some of the serendipitous stuff that's going on here. But it's like they want to hear what you have to say. You keep such a nice home. Okay. Oh, that yin energy they're noticing. Like that you would probably be like, again, a good partner for them. And that doesn't have to be so literal. Like if you're like, oh, no, I don't, like I'm a slob. And you have such a healing presence. But it could just mean that like, again, you would be the yin to their yang. Like they could be the ones keeping the nice home and you could be the one bringing home the bacon. But whatever it is, like they feel like I'm just more so getting that they see you as this feminine counterpart to their like masculine energy, or vice versa. Let's just get two more and then we're done. You have such a healing presence. The stars are here. This is almost reminding me of that song Honey by Mariah Carey, when it's like, and it's just like, honey, when your love comes over me, and whatever. I mean, you can look it up, but because it's like this thick glutinous kind of like liquid, like warm. It's just like, maybe like, again, if you have a soul connection, you could like feel each other. You know, like even when you're not together, it's like, it does feel like this healing, loving energy. It's just a natural part of who you guys are. And maybe that's something that they've noticed during the course of this separation. There's a lot about that kind of coming through here. So I don't know if that's like something that's resonating. Sometimes I'm like, do people think I'm just crazy? All right. Let's see. What else? Pile one's person want to say to pile one? I'm just going to get one more after this. I've never met anyone like you. They probably never thought they could like meet somebody that like they would even consider like having, all right, this is like, censor that. That they could even think was like almost like worthy of them in a way. Like their yang, their strong masculine yang energy over there. It's like, it's like I've never met anyone who had the same heart as me. I've never met anyone like you. they just probably didn't think it was possible, you know, maybe, I don't know. It's just like you kind of took them by surprise. All right. Just one. Let's do it like this. Can I just get one card, please? What would pile one's last message be? I feel like you hate me. And I'm so scared to face you coming through at the end. So it's like, again, there's like this sort of distance. Obviously, we said that you were probably in separation. Oh, there's another egg here, like I was noticing on this card. So it's like, how do we get this going? How do we crack this egg open and see what's inside? Like maybe there was a fight, a falling out. Like I said, maybe you tried to tell them and it ended up kind of blowing up into this thing that was like a fight or something, but it's like they keep getting drawn back to you. They feel this soul connection even though like there's this distance and whatever has gone on between you guys. So it looks like they're thinking a lot about you. They're seeing you in a highlight. They're realizing almost like some of the things that they've maybe kind of projected onto you is maybe their own issues, if that makes sense. And it's like almost like they want to fix it. They're trying to figure out how they are transforming. They're recognizing you as a soulmate. So overall, I would say if we're just checking out on feelings, I would say this is a pretty positive reading. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Obviously, if you did, please leave me some love. I would really appreciate it. Helps my channel grow. And I guess that's it. Oh, your song, Tattoo, all the things she said, if you want to take a listen to that. And I will catch you guys in the next reading, okay? Thank you. Bye. Hey, guys. So if you chose pile number 2 in the Light Seers Tarot, this is going to be your reading to see what your person is feeling about you. So we're going to do... get 2 of these cards just to see like their overall vibe towards you right now. So how is pile 2's person? What's their vibe? Whoa, towards pile 2. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. And you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Okay. And then we have emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So I feel like right away, your person might have tried to, they might have been mad at you. I'm getting like maybe they resent you for something, maybe for like making them wait around or for seeing other people, like something like that. Like, but your person like felt like they wanted to almost not get revenge on you, but like take their power back. I don't think they did it with the intent to spite you in any way, but it's almost like, no, like I can walk away from this. I'm not chained to this, like, and like an attempt to kind of like get their power back. And I don't think it ended up going so well. I feel like they do have, I feel like the resentment that they had towards you is more like in the past. And I feel like going through this experience, whatever it was, however they try to get their power back, whether it was like engaging with another person, whether it was just cutting you off, in some way, shape, or form, they tried to like, you know, get their power back and like make you jealous maybe. But I don't really feel like it was that. I feel like it was really for themselves, because then we have on the like underneath that, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So I get the feeling that this person like kind of feels very strongly for you, but it's like they feel like they're just stuck waiting, or they're just, I don't know, like they're not getting exactly what they want out of this. So they're trying to kind of like do what's best for them, and in doing so, I feel like now they tried to do what was best for them, or what they felt was best, but it's almost like they realized maybe that it was a mistake. There was some turmoil, like, and like if they blocked you, like they regretted it. Like if they tried to date someone else, maybe like that didn't work out. And it's like they're realizing that the reason they were so drawn to do this was even though they were trying not to make it about you, they're realizing like, oh, like it was almost like out of revenge, like indirectly, if that makes sense. I don't know. Let's see. What is pile 2's person feeling for pile 2? To be fair, Number 38. Yeah, it's almost, again, and then we had orphaned on the back of the deck. So it's like they thought they were like, they were trying to be fair. I feel like this is somebody that thinks a lot before they act. And it's like with the owl on her head, it's like they really tried to like weigh this and be like, am I doing this to like hurt? I don't think they would ever do anything to hurt anybody. They would do something for themselves, like to get their own power back. If that hurt somebody else, like that might just be like the case, but I don't think they would do it to hurt somebody else, if that makes sense. So it's like they didn't do this lightly. They weighed both sides of the situation, but in the end, they did what they thought was best for them, probably whatever guidance they were getting coming through. Maybe they felt orphaned by you, or maybe like they orphaned you in the process, or maybe like a little bit of both. So then they did it back to you, like they felt orphaned and then they orphaned you. So it's like they really did think they were trying to be fair, or maybe now they're trying to like look at the situation. They're just more able to look at the situation fairly after going through whatever turmoil this was. So let's see what else they would say, or what are they feeling for pile 2. I just want to get one at a time. What is pile 2's person feeling for pile 2? Ooh. Imagine. Okay. And round and round. I feel like they're thinking about this a lot. I feel like there's somebody that likes to really like dive deep because we have a moon here. And there's somebody I think that also like prides themselves on like following their intuition and just like their gut instincts or whatever, even if they're not like spiritual or whatever. And I feel as though they're like, wait a minute, but this didn't work out. So like that was wrong. So like, how, like, was I even really following my intuition? And I think they're starting to realize like, yes, like there is always a higher purpose, and you know, it's okay for them to kind of like do what they had to do. But I think that they feel bad about the fact that like it may have hurt you indirectly. I hate when 2 come out. Just 1. But we saw higher power. So this is definitely, I feel like this could be a spiritual person. But what is pile 2's person feeling for pile 2? Time for a nap. Okay. And then we have another crescent moon here. So it's like that intuition. We had that higher power card coming out. I feel as though there's like a little fox sleeping on this moon. And foxes make me think of like intelligence and like not necessarily like the intuitive part of your brain or whatever it's called, but more so and then we have go the distance on the back of the deck. So it's like almost like now they're kind of putting both of those pieces of the puzzle together, and they're realizing that maybe their intuition, what am I trying to say here? That their intuition and their intuitive side and their like smarts, their intelligence side, like commingling together is gonna like bring them the best decision. But maybe they were like ignoring one of them. Maybe they were more so just like going like completely with their emotions. They were craving this power and they didn't like intellectually think it through. Maybe they more so just kind of followed their instincts, like I was saying. And then after like thinking about it now, they've kind of realized that they were kind of ignoring their brain. Not that like, you know, I'm not trying to say like, oh, you should listen to your brain over your intuition, one over the other, but it's almost like if they had taken the time to really have thought this through, they maybe would have seen that they were kind of, their motivations behind it were a little bit more bitter than they realized. But I just don't think they could do that at that time. They just maybe felt so, like, I want to say trapped by this situation with you. Not that you make them feel trapped, but just maybe by like I said, I feel like maybe there was waiting or something. Like there was something they were unsatisfied with, and they just felt trapped by the situation. And they, I think, started daydreaming about like a life being free of this, and they kind of just like jumped at the chance with that go the distance. Like, look at him jumping without kind of thinking it through. And now that they have had time to think it through, it's, that's where I'm fuzzy. I think they might still be thinking it through. But let's see. What does, oh my God. It's like time for a nap. It's like, they're like, all right, I don't know what to think about this now. Like, and it's like, maybe this is like a lot of new info, because they're like, oh, maybe they told themselves like, oh, they don't care about me anyway. And they're like, oh, now like, oh, maybe they do. And maybe I hurt them, or maybe I disappointed them or something. And, you know, it's like, I just think they're processing through everything right now, honestly. I can't just like make something up. Like, I feel like the time for a nap speaks for itself, or they're just trying to surrender this and just, like, when they have more clarity, they'll know. They're kind of letting their mental body take a break. So let's see. How is pile 2's person feeling about pile 2? Clarify this, please. We have the moon. Okay. And the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's like a lot of thinking going on, a lot of feeling. Oh, okay. The Ace of Swords really wanted to come out. And let's just get one more. The Seven of Wands, kind of sideways. And then Judgment. It's like, yeah, I feel like this whole process, like a blessing will soon be revealed. Help them like release, maybe taught them like another little lesson that they had to learn. But something definitely went down here where, but how are they feeling about you? I feel as though, honestly, like kind of numb. I would say they're like a little bit numb towards you. Like they're more trying to, it's like, yeah, they're trying to take a nap from maybe from the way they feel about you, and trying to figure out this other event that happened, because it says through to the events in your life. So it's like they're almost trying to like focus, the way that she's like looking away. It's like, it's like they're trying not to think about you. I feel as though they maybe have some unresolved guilt about this, or shame that they don't really want to face right now. So they're almost like trying to like go over, I don't know. It's like they're trying to like focus on this other issue, or just focus on other things in their life. Like it's almost like they're trying not to think about this right now. Very interesting. I feel like it's a little too overwhelming with the moon being here, and especially this depiction of the moon where it's like she's drowning in the water, like in the depth of her emotion. And it's almost like, again, I'm getting something where like they're turned off to the emotion and they're just trying to think it through. Like there's something like that where the mental body, they're more so trying to like look at this logically than like let their emotions really, their heart feels like numb to me. I don't feel anything right now. And I don't know if it's that like just the feelings are so buried deep inside, but I don't feel like that they're happy if they know that they've caused you pain. I will say that. I don't feel like that's something that sits well with them at all. I feel like they're trying to like rationalize this in their mind. Like maybe they're telling themselves like, you don't even care about them, just so they like don't, you know, because it's too hard for them to face the fact like, well, what if they really do care about me? And now I was just kind of like treating them so carelessly. Let's see what they would say to you, pile 2. Because this reading, I think your person's very confused. They're trying to like kind of get clarity on their own feelings, like I was saying. But the moon and then the Ace of Swords, like they don't even know. I feel as though kind of thinking about you just kind of gunks up the works a little bit. I feel like it's a very sore and like sensitive subject for them. And sometimes they have to like distance themselves from you, like on purpose, like in their mind, just so they can like get some clarity about other things in their life, if that makes sense. So let's see, what would they want to say to you right now? Pile 2, what would you want to say to your person? That's too many. What would you want to say to pile 2? Pile 2's person. What would you want to say? This deck is like too big to handle now. What would you want to say to pile 2? Pile 2's person. Like, see, they don't, it's like, almost like it's, I'm having a, look, oh my God, I never meant to hurt you. I just like, I want to fix this, but your ferocity scares me. I don't even know if it's necessarily that, or if it's just like a ferocity of their own feelings, but whatever one, excuse me, resonates. But it's like they're tight-lipped right now. It's like they don't, It's almost like they're ashamed to face you. Like they don't want to, like, I don't know. It's kind of sad. Okay, let's take those and just start with that. I feel so guilty. Oh my God, yeah. You always try to be fair. Oh wow, to be fair. To be fair is here. Like the words to be fair twice. I love your style. It's like maybe they see you with such like a beautiful hearted person, such a fair person, and they feel like they acted in an unfair way. They're really feeling guilty about that. The fact that it says you always try to be fair just makes me think that like they really like look up to you. They really like appreciate your heart. The fact that these are 2 green cards. I love your style. I feel like that almost means like, I just like love the way you are, like the way you carry yourself, the way you are as a human being. And it's like the fact that they could have hurt you or something and just in an attempt to get their own power, especially if they're realizing that it was like based on resentment, just does not make them feel good. I feel such a real connection to you. You do nice things just to be nice and not so other people will applaud you. Yeah, they really think you're such a good person. That's really coming through. Like it's like I almost like they could say like they've never seen you be mean to anybody. Like you're such a good person and they're trying to get revenge on you. Like what's wrong with me? Like something like that. Oh, it's kind of sad. Wait, what else? What would pile 2's person want to say to pile 2? I worry about your reaction if I did come back. I'm wide fucking awake. Like that time for a nap. It's like, again, I think they were kind of like lying to themselves before, but now they're like, they're seeing things a little bit clearer. And it's kind of just making them upset. I've realized the only thing I've been fighting against this whole time is my own happiness. Your voice is my favorite sound. Oh, I feel like things are coming at me from all sides. I'm done fighting this. I know what I want. That's kind of like that 7 of Wands energy. And you know how it was like sideways? So I feel as though like almost maybe the defenses are trying to come down. They're trying to stop kind of sabotaging things. Maybe they feel like they sabotage this, like, because they feel it's such a real thing to you and then they maybe ran towards something else or created like a blockage between you somehow. Which I think is a lot of people do that. Like it's like human nature. So then we're gonna end, I'm gonna get these, but it says I want to fix this, but your ferocity scares me. Like I worry about your reaction. So it's like they probably think you're really mad at them, or that you hate them or something like that. I'm starting to understand why things had to happen the way they did, but I think they have learned something in this whole process, and that's what they're trying to focus on, because that says this has a similar message here. You may not always understand why things happen. I'm starting to understand why things had to happen the way they did. It's just kind of weird. Like these are kind of like synchronistic. I hear you so clearly. Sometimes it's like you're actually here, and you have such a healing presence. That came through in pile 1, both of these. So there could be some sort of spiritual connection here. Maybe this is like the other side of that pile. Like who knows? Like the counterpoint. So I don't know, but I hope your person did watch the other reading, because then they'll see I don't think you're mad at them. But if there is a connection there, but you know, this is something they're just gonna have to go through and like work through on their own anyway, so they'll be okay. But it's like I hear you so clearly. Your voice is my favorite sound. I feel like they're like remembering you again, where I feel like they were trying to like block it off for a little bit while they were kind of just trying to block you off somehow, maybe with somebody else or with just blocking you, like whatever it was. They were definitely like trying to protect themselves from you, but I think that's what they feel guilty about, because they're realizing what a beautiful person you are, and I think they see there was like no need for it, and they let their imagination kind of run away with them and tell themselves stuff that maybe wasn't true, or you know. But, you know, they had to do what they had to do. Obviously, like, things had to happen the way they did. They are starting to work through it. I feel that. So that's really good. I feel like they're starting to be more open to this again. The fact that 7 of Wands was turning. So maybe this was just like a little cycle for them to go through, and they're coming back around. So, come back. So, yeah. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading and it didn't just confuse you more. If you liked it, please leave me some love. I would love to have my channel grow. And otherwise, I will catch you in the next reading. I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so if you chose pile 3 and the Naked Heart Tarot, this is going to be your reading. Oh my god, I have like pen on me. I just realized. It's wonderful. This is going to be your reading to see what your person is feeling about you right now. So we're just going to jump right in. We'll get those later. I'm going to get an overall energy for your person right now. So pile 3, what is your person feeling about you right now? What is their overall vibe towards you? When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. And what would pile 3 want to say to their person? What would pile 3, what's their overall vibe towards their person right now? What's your person's overall vibe towards you, pile 3? It's 2. Passion and twin flames. So this could be spiritual connection. I just feel like I let that one fall. Let's just do one more shuffle. Pile 3. What is your person's overall vibe towards you right now, pile 3? Okay. We have a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So thank you, pile 3, for making that very clear for me. Your person is thinking about you a lot. They're missing you, I would say. There's definitely a separation indicated here. The fact that they're coming through a tarot card to leave you a little special message here. They're kind of thinking that, you know, it's like they're having a shift. I just think that they love you, honestly. It's a secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. I saw something else about deep feelings when I was shuffling. So I think like the depth of their feelings is really getting to them. And also I noticed on the bottom of this was the moon. So but I think it's a good moon where it's like they're really feeling a lot of stuff for you right now. Their heart is like really full of love for you, I would say. So it's pretty direct. I mean, we'll see what else comes out to kind of like break it down a little bit more. Maybe they're just contemplating on like getting older and like, what is my life? Like, what is it? And like, am I happy? They're kind of like asking themselves these kinds of questions. And it's like they're realizing like how happy your love fills me with light. And when you pass from this, it's like that's what life's about, these experiences with these people that just like make us feel so happy and good. So what is pile 3's person feeling for pile 3? Oh, I forgot to tell everyone their songs. Oh my god. Your song was The Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. And pile 2, if you're watching, your song was All Over You by, is it Live? I don't even know. Okay, so we have To the Sea, which is making me think, again, like to the water, like to their emotions, like they're taking a journey through their emotions here. I don't want to get 2 at a time, but I saw yin, again, that's like that more soft feminine energy. So what is pile 3's person feeling towards pile 3? What is pile 3's person feeling towards pile 3? Between worlds. This could be something that's very like new for them. Yeah, because this is like a bird walking and just like their feet are touching the water. And it's like they're leaving this like gray world into this light. Again, your love fills me with light. So that's making, look, happy, happy. It's making me think that you are the cause of the color kind of coming back into their life. Almost like in The Wizard of Oz. And then we have peace. Again, there's been an egg in every reading, and look, happy, happy at the bottom. Your person feels really happy when they think about you. Your person, I feel like it's trying to make their way towards you because there's like this forward movement here. What is this in the card? It's a bird flying. Yeah, there's like a ship sailing. It's like, I don't know, whether I have to travel by land, by water, by air. There's like all 3 different kinds of travel. Like, I'll make it happen. Boo, like, don't worry. Happy here. I mean, I think they just think the world of you and are really happy with you. Like I said, I think it was a good moon. They're feeling a lot of emotion for you. Yeah. Between worlds. So maybe, oh, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you. That's so weird. Maybe they had like a loss. Maybe not like right now, but maybe like in the more in the past, like the recent past, but not like the recent past, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of made them think about like what's important. It might not, or maybe like a near death experience or something. There's something about like death, but it's just not death, but like something like a moment that like changes you. Like I'm kind of getting that they could have had like some sort of awakening moment, not like a whole spiritual awakening, but just like one moment that kind of made them think like, what am I doing? Like, again, maybe somebody died, maybe they had a health scare in their family, like maybe they themselves had a health scare, like I said, almost like a near death experience, or just like a near miss, like an accident or something. Like I hope not, like, well, I hope it was a near miss, actually. I do hope for that. But it's like maybe they were like kind of with the moon that was here before, they were kind of like just overthinking about this. It's like they finally found some clarity and they're trying to make their way towards that. So what is your person feeling for you, pile 3? Two of Swords. There's like that anchor. Interesting. Let's go one at a time. Yeah, and there's the moon there. What always is on this card, but it's like they're trying to like make a decision. The Three of Swords. Okay, let's see. I feel like, hold on, let's get one more. What is pile 3's person feeling for pile 3? What is pile 3's person feeling? Whoa, for pile 3, the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like they were kind of in this like listless, apathetic kind of an energy for a while, and then it was like something happened that just kind of like I was saying, there was this one moment, but I feel like it was almost, well, it could have been like a bad moment that ended up being a good moment. That sounds stupid, like the way I just said that, but it was like, sorry, I just have to like adjust my seat. Like a bad moment that ended up being a good moment. Is that what I was just trying to say? Like some sort of heartbreak, or maybe some sort of, like I said, loss. Like it could have been some sort of a loss, but throughout the process, maybe they went through this whole grieving process or something. And they were able to kind of come to this understanding that like life is short, or like you have to make the most of each moment. Like this card, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul. It's like they're making their way towards you. They want you to know that they're thinking of you like right at this moment, right now. It's like maybe they weren't able to make a decision because of something else that was weighing them down. Like again, there could have been something going on in their family, but I feel like whatever's happened, they're kind of like moving past that. But this is like Six of Swords, both of these, and it's like they're trying to like move towards their own peace, which has to do with you here, definitely. So let's see what actions they could be taking. Oh, soon. The Tower that wanted to come out. But the Naked Heart. Maybe they just realized in their heart like how they feel about you. It's like they couldn't deny it anymore or something. Maybe they thought they lost you. So, and it just like reinforced. Oh my God, the Naked Heart. Yeah, that came out again. So maybe it was something like that, like where for whatever reason they thought they like lost you forever. Maybe they heard that you had a near-death experience, like who knows, you know? Or maybe they watched, what's that movie, A Walk to Remember. You know, oh my God, like don't even talk to me about the movie because I'll like start hysterical crying just thinking about it. Like, oh my God. I like rewatched it like 2 years ago or something. I have never, like oh my God, that, and when I read The Fault in Our Stars, like, oh my God, have I never like cried so much in my life. But anyway, like something like that where it's just like, you know, it's like that song, like I'm Gonna Lose You by Meghan Trainor and John Legend, where it's like, you never know, like, you know, like you never know what can happen. Like we're not promised tomorrow. We don't have unlimited time here. And it's like something happened and they're just kind of like looking at life from a different perspective now. Like, of that I need to go after the things that I want. So what could their actions be? I mean, the Tower and the Naked Heart. This is like an extra card in this deck. It's just the Naked Heart because it's the Naked Heart Tarot. I think that they're just letting their emotions like run the show here. I mean, that's a naked heart. I feel like it doesn't really, like, even this looks like a naked heart to me. Maybe it's like they, what's in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, when he's about to jump off the cliff, or he's talking about it, and he's like, if we've been hurt that bad, like, nothing else can hurt us, and she's like, great, so just jump, and he's like, no, like, that was just a metaphor. But, like, I think this person's, like, ready to jump, or at least they feel like they could, because something that they've been through has just kind of told them that, or taught them that life is short, you need to go after the things that make you happy, and I don't know, it's like they're coming towards you. Like, I would just definitely say that. Like, they are realizing how happy you make them. And even if there is some sort of like pain involved here, I think it kind of worked to their benefit, where it kind of made them see things from a new perspective. So I'm curious to see what they have to say. So what would they want to say to you? Pile 3, Pile 3's person, what would you want to say to Pile 3? I feel like I'm getting carpal tunnel from all this like tarot work. What would you want to say? Ooh. I remember all the little things about you. Okay, you're definitely heavily on their mind. Ooh. I feel like we connect on every level. I can't wait to make this all up to you one day. Yeah, they're definitely like on the way here. Sorry, this isn't the most like aesthetically pleasing spread I've ever done, but I know I have to save myself. You can't do it for me. Interesting. Like they're trying to man up or woman up. My heart is literally broken. I regret the choices I made in the past. Maybe they just saw what the way they acted or something for the first time, or took like a walk in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe, well, it's true that you trigger the fuck out of me. It's also true that you inspire and motivate me like no other. Like I said, they thought they lost you. And maybe it made them see how like you felt on the other side. Like if they had done something like that to you in the past, because there seems to be some regret from them as well, and also some triggering from you, where like maybe some choices you made triggered them. Maybe they thought they lost you because you ended up moving on with somebody else. And look, I'm wide fucking awake, so it's like something triggered and woke them up to how they feel about you, for sure. Oh my god, for sure. You're badass. Ooh, okay, so they're appreciating the badassness of you. How am I able to feel you when you're miles away? I like all these readings. I felt like were soul connections. So let's see what else. It's like no matter how much distance, it's like they can't stop thinking about you. They're coming through in this reading as like, I love you right now, and they definitely feel a strong soul tie to you. Like we had that moon card on the bottom of the deck when we first started, and I just feel like that's to speak of like the deep emotional intensity here. Half the time I'm terrified, and half the time I want to charge at you like a linebacker. So let's see, I feel like things are coming at me from all sides. You're so independent. You have such strength. Wow. So they're really seeing you in like a strong high light. And then we have, I know I have to save myself. You can't do it for me. So it's almost like they're trying to get on your level. You're literally the cutest thing. Oh, you're so badass, but you're cute too. You're like the best of both worlds here. Good for you, Pile 3. Let's see. What else would your person want to say to you? Oh, all right, I guess we'll just get those. And you're such an interesting person. So that's cool. It's like, yeah, like when you leave past from this world, you take nothing with you. It's like, who do you want to spend your time with? Like an independent, badass bitch who's adorable and strong and very interesting, or I don't know, some other person. I don't know. That was stupid. Is what's in my head actual guidance or wishful thinking? Again, it's like they've been awakened to something, and the naked heart, like their feelings have really come to the surface, and it's like maybe they're thinking that can they trust it, and they're trying to like, you know, figure that out. Your loyalty and dedication have really touched me. They see you in a very high light. I always imagine the life we could have together. I love that you can laugh at yourself. I'm ashamed of the way I've treated you. That's coming through twice with the I regret the choices I made in the past, and you keep such a nice home. So I really do feel like this is kind of similar to pile one, I will say. So again, how I was saying, like pile one and pile two could be opposites. Maybe pile two and pile three could be opposites too. I know that's weird to say, but I feel like they could mix and match. But you keep such a nice home. They just see you as having like a really good energy of like masculine and feminine energy, I would say. And they like it. So I don't know. I hope that helped pile three. That message was like more clear than like definitely the second pile was a little fuzzy. But I hope you liked it. Your song was The Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. If you want to take a listen. Yeah, and otherwise, I guess I will catch you in the next reading. If you guys would like to leave me some love, help my channel grow, I would really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. And you make your person happy. So be happy with that today, okay? All right, guys. Bye.